Hey guys, it's Melissa from Melissa's Creations, and today I'm going to show you how to do these adorable little boxes. I saw this on YouTube from Crafty Caroline. If you just search for her on YouTube, you'll see these adorable little boxes. She did hers with, I believe it's Pop of Paradise stamp set. It's one of the new stamp sets, which I don't have. I'm still debating on whether or not I want to get that one. I have seen a lot of really, really cute things done with those boxes, these boxes with that stamp set. But I used the Flower Patch stamp set on this one, and I used the little stars from the Balloon Celebration stamp set on here. So I'm going to just kind of do my best to show you how I put these together and the instructions that Caroline gave to make the box. Hi Cheryl, Mom, thanks for joining. If anybody else wants to go ahead and comment, you can comment on the live feed here and we'll be able to communicate back and forth. So I'm going to show you how to do one of these boxes. I think we'll go ahead and do this one. This I did with elegant eggplant paper, and then I embossed it with silver embossing powder. And then this is our little glimmer paper here that I put as an accent. This ribbon here is actually retired now, but the silver ribbon, we have some silver ribbon in the new catalog that would look just lovely with this. And I've been tossing around the idea, I'm getting married in August, so I've been tossing around the idea of making these for my wedding favors. So I haven't quite decided yet, but this is a top contender. Hi Grandma, I hope you can get the sound. Just try and turn up the volume or unplug your headphones or something. Yes, Cheryl, I love this purple too. It's a gorgeous color, and I think it matches the swatch pretty well. Considering I already bought 3 packs of this paper to do my the other favors I was considering doing, I am definitely going with the purple for the wedding favors. I just haven't decided what style of box, or maybe I'll mix and match, who knows. So, if you just slide off the ribbon, then the box opens like this. It's a hinge lid, super cute. And Caroline made it so that it would fit 2 of our embossing powder tubs, and she gave these away as gifts to the people that ordered from her for that month. So you can see, hi Cindy, you did, you finally made it. I'm so glad you're here. Great. All right, so this was originally designed to house these embossing powders, but I think you could probably put just about anything in it. I have some mini Ghirardelli chocolate squares here, and those would pop in just nicely as well. There's just a lot of things that you could probably fit in here, so it's a really cute box, and I just love that you can embellish it in so many different ways. So we're going to go ahead and get started on that, and we are going to do pretty much the same thing here, only these colors are Flirty Flamingo and Peekaboo Peach from the new 1618 in colors, but today we're going to use Sweet Sugar Plum and Peekaboo Peach. So you're going to need to start with a regular 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock, and I am using black because I just think it's so stunning. Hi Tammy, thanks for joining. All right, so we're going to start by trimming this piece of cardstock down, and the size needs to be 5 1/4 by 10 1/2. So we'll do our 5 1/4. And our 10 1/2, which I'm just cutting off a 1/2 inch up on this side here. So I don't want to extend my arm. I don't have enough room with the angle that my camera is at. Now, you can do a lot of things with the pieces that you cut out so that you have your box shape here, and then you have these 2 scraps here. This scrap I actually used to create these 2 little side tabs here. I just cut it in half and trimmed it down. So I never get rid of my scraps. I have a huge scrap stack that I try to use at least 1 piece from on every single one of my projects. That way I can use them. Alright, so in Crafty Caroline's video, she embossed first, which you could do, but I'm going to actually score it first. That way I know exactly where to put my embossed images, and I don't have any cover up. There's some embossed image underneath this flap piece, so I really don't want to emboss where I won't need to. So I'm going to score first, and with the short side, we're going to score at 1 3/4. And 3 1/2. And you're going to flip it to the long edge, and we're going to score at 2 1/2, 4 1/4, 6 3/4, and 8 1/2. There we go. So there's quite a few score lines, but we're getting there. So before I fold it, I'm going to go ahead and do my stamping and embossing. And because I have my score lines now, it may, the embossing may, you know, kind of cut into the edges there, but that's okay. Once you make a couple of these boxes, you'll be able to see exactly where you would want to put your images. So I'm using this flower here from the Flower Fair, or the Flower Patch set. I love this set. You've seen me talk about this set before, and how I did not like it when I first got it. My mom convinced me that, oh yeah, it's cute, we should get that one, when I signed up to be a demonstrator back in December. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, fine. But you know what? This is the set that I have used more than any other set that I have. I just think it's really fun. It's got a lot of potential, a lot of possibilities, and I love getting the stamp sets that have a few words with it. I use a lot of different words with different projects. Like, for example, this one here is from Balloon Celebration, Let Us Celebrate. I just thought that was so cute, especially for a wedding favor. Yes, listen to your mama. I know, I know. Now I'm never gonna hear the end of that, but that's okay. All right, so I also have some silver Stampin' Emboss powder, which we're going to use to heat set the raised image here. I have my Versamark ink, which is a watermark ink that the powder is going to stick to. So basically, when you are doing the when you're doing your embossing on your page here, these flaps are going to be glued down, so we won't see any of that. And I believe these flaps are going to be glued, can't remember if they're glued on the outside. I think, let's see. Yeah, I think we want to do it on these two. So basically we're going to stamp all the way down here, and then we're going to stamp the corners and these. So let's try and do this a little quickly so that our ink doesn't dry too much. So I'm just kind of randomly stamping, trying to make sure that I get full coverage of that ink so that all of my powder sticks. And here. You can use any size stamp, really. It looks really cute when you go to fold it over on itself. Oops, I didn't need that one. Oh well. This one here. Okay, so now we're going to bring in our embossing powder. And this is actually an older tray that I'm using. This was a Stampin' Up! Product from years and years ago, so it's not available anymore, but you can just use a piece of paper and fold it in half. It works just fine too. Cindy Young is now joining us. Okay. Hi, Cindy Young. How are you? Go ahead and leave a comment. All right. Get some more powder on these guys here. Just slide it down. Flick it off. And there may be quite a bit of residual, so if you have a little brush, just go ahead and brush that off. You could also use your embossing buddy, which, oops, is just a, it's I don't have it in front of me here. It's just a little sack that you can use to, yeah, I'm not sure where it is. It's just a little sack of basically powderish kind of substance that you could use to rub on your paper so that the static goes away and you have less of these little patches of embossing powder all over. So I'll just have a little bit of extra sparkle because I have quite a bit of excess there. So I'm going to grab the heat tool. So if you have your volume up a little loud, you might want to turn it down just slightly. I was thinking that too. That's why I'm, Mom, and that's why I'm embossing early, because it's already almost 75, 80 degrees outside. It's supposed to get pretty hot today, I think around 102. They dropped down from like 109 or 106, so it's better than it would have been, but it's still going to be pretty hot. I'm going to have to turn the air on here in a second. Okay, so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's so shiny. Now this one was kind of an accident. I think that one's going to get covered up, but we'll see more as we assemble the box. So now you can go ahead and gently fold and burnish or crease all those fold lines. And then we're going to cut a couple pieces away or trim them down. Wow, I have, let's see, 6 viewers. Thanks, guys. You guys are amazing. I think this is probably the most viewers I've had in a long time. I'm trying to be better about announcing earlier when I'm going to do these so that everyone has the opportunity to see it. But it can be difficult for me to do that during the week. However, this is drill weekend for Garrett, so it's a little easier for me to announce what I'm going to do and when I'm going to do it on this weekend in particular. So now I'm just cutting up these score lines up to the first score line here. I'm creating basically the flaps on the sides of the box. So you're going to do that on both sides. This box is super simple. It's really cute, and I'm addicted to boxes. Crafty Caroline has several that are really cute. I also follow Sam from Poodles. She's in the UK, and I adore her accent. Actually, Crafty Caroline has a really cute accent too. But both of them do some amazing boxes that I just love. All right, so this section here, as well as this section, so it's the second section in from each end. We're going to trim off these because these are going to be our flaps that glue to the inside. So I'm going to cut a mitered triangle out of each end here. It doesn't have to be a lot. And then I'm going to just trim down the flap slightly so that we're left with this. So do that to each of your flaps. I'm using the Fast Fuse. This has been in the catalog for a while now, I think, but it's new to me. This is the first time I've used it, and I absolutely love it for making projects like this. It holds very well. It's easier to use than sticky tape or the tear tape. So what you're going to do, this is the base of our box, and this is our lid. One end is a little bit smaller than the other. This is smaller than this here, but it doesn't matter which you put together first because they're both put together the same way. You just bring it up, and I like to set it down flat so that way I know I get a really good edge on the bottom here. So that's going to be our lid, and already you can see where we embossed is really nice. It's just perfect. Okay, so now we're going to turn it around here and do our base. So I'm just putting some Fast Fuse on these 2 flaps here for now. We'll bring this up like that. And then I didn't need to emboss on these edges here because we're going to bring these flaps up and glue them to the outside like this. Or is it the inside? Maybe they'll go inside actually. I could have embossed something here, but because I'm going to be putting something on it, it's okay. Can't remember now how she did that. I think she wrapped them around the outside actually, like this. Yeah. So we're going to do that. So more fast fuse. Whoops. You got to be kind of quick on the end and kind of whip it away from itself so that it doesn't stick all over the place. All right, so now we'll bring these edges up here. I haven't had quite all of my morning coffee, so I apologize if I'm not on par today. If my connection stays well enough and I can get the video to save to my phone, yes, I will be putting this onto YouTube later. And if not, if it doesn't work well, then I'll make another one and I will put it on YouTube. Okay, so there we go, and you can see that the front of our box here has an image on it, so it's really okay that nothing is right here. It would look cute if there was something, like on this one I had this guy here, so they all come out a little bit different. I pretty much got those almost exact, except for this front piece here, which is fine. Okay, so there's our box. Now it's time to do some embellishing. So I went ahead and I already cut out a piece of glimmer paper. It is so shiny, I love it. This is a 1 3/4 inch circle cut from our silver glimmer paper. And I'm going to put that right on the front there. I'm gonna go ahead and use some fast fuse for that also. And this size circle pretty much perfectly fits on the front of the lid. There's really not any hangover at all. They would be good bridal shower gifts, Mother. Something to think about. And I've already gone ahead and stamped and cut out with the framelits the stamps from Flower Patch, and then I used the Flower Fair framelits dies to cut this out, and I layered this one on top of this one. So this is Sweet Sugar Plum and Peekaboo Peach, and then I put a cute little rhinestone in the middle of it. So we're going to pop that up with a dimensional, and it's with the glimmer paper, you really want to make sure that you have a good, strong adhesive, and I find that the dimensionals work really, really well on the glimmer paper. So we'll just put that there. And now we're ready for some ribbon, so let's grab a length of our Sweet Sugar Plum. And I'm starting at the bottom and I'm coming up. And then I'm just going to tie a little knot on the top just to secure it. And it slips on quite easily and it slips off easily. So it won't be too difficult for somebody to put their ribbon back on once they fill up the box or want to get it open. Okay, cute little knot like that. And there we go. That is the finished box. So adorable. You could put a lot of small little things in it, chocolates, or you could put these embossing powder tubs, which is what Caroline designed this box for. And you could probably adapt it to a lot of different sizes. I just thought that that was so adorable, and there's so many different possibilities and things that you could do with this box. It's just awesome. I love 3D projects so much. So anyway, thanks for joining me, ladies. I will be doing another Facebook live feed today at 12 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. And that project is one that I came up with this morning, and it's this card here. I'm going to show you how to get the variegated look on the flower here. And this is embossed with clear embossing powder, so it has kind of that nice sheen to it. Put a pearl in the middle, and then I made my own DSP with the emboss resist technique back here. And I used the two of our new ink colors, the Dapper Denim and the Emerald Envy. I had been neglecting these because my favorite colors out of those collections so far have been the Sweet Sugar Plum, the Flirty Flamingo, and the Peekaboo Peach. So I've been doing a lot of things with those colors, but I'm like, my poor blue and green have been neglected. So I went ahead and came up with this morning, and I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. There we go. Thank you so much, guys, and I will see you soon.